If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up traders, this is Vee Trades and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for JB Hunt Transport Services with the ticker symbol JBHT. This was a viewer's request and thank you for your donation. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis, I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. My first impressions on this chart is that we had a massive sell-off. After reaching the 217 level, we crashed down all the way to the 165 level before stabilizing. If you have bought my course, you would know why we had this sell-off. So my students should know. You can see that we were range bound. We had a break of the pattern right here. Normally breakouts fail, and then we had a breakout on the opposite side because the market is symmetrical. We had pretty much the same exact breakout, almost the same distance on the opposite side. We came back to stabilize right around this previous support level, which is the 167, and pretty much since almost the entire April and up until now we've been inside of a smaller range pattern. So you can see that 167 is acting as support, and we keep on getting rejected from this 178 or even a little bit lower, probably the 175, but as right now it looks like the 178. So what are we gonna do now? Also, before I forget to mention, is that we also came back to fill in this huge gap on the chart. So we had a breakout, the bulls left a massive gap on the chart, we consolidated, we had a break of the pattern which normally fails, then we saw a massive sell-off. We came back to fill in this gap and we started finding support back at this 167 level. So what are we going to do now? Well, eventually this range pattern is going to break. If we break out on the top side, we're probably going to come back to test this 185 level because it's a breakout point. So we could come back and test that. Now if we find resistance at this 185 level, we're probably going to come back down, just like how we had a breakout up here. It's pretty much like a repeating pattern, what we're doing right now, but on a micro scale. So if we have a breakout again on the top side, we're probably going to sell off and break out on the bottom side, maybe stop out all the longs who have the stop losses below the 164 level. So we could continue a little bit lower if we have a breakout on the top side first. Now if that breakout succeeds, we're probably going to come back near the all-time highs, probably back up to the 207 level, because we had this massive drop with no follow-through. So if we don't see no fall through, most likely we're just going to make a U formation, kind of like this. We're just going to go back up to the sell-off. Now, if we break out on the bottom side first, well, that's more bullish because then we're probably going to have a breakout on the top side. And most likely that's going to succeed all the way back up to the top. So what you want to see is a breakout on the bottom side first. Maybe something like this, and most likely we would see a reversal, some type of V bottom reversal. If we break out on the top side, there's still a chance to get that U formation or the V formation, but we can also get rejected from the top side of the bottom side of this bigger range pattern, this 185 level, and this would be the first break of the pattern, which can normally fail. So there's more reasons why we would break out on the bottom side than if we broke out on the bottom side first, and then we'd just probably continue higher. So that's pretty much what has happened on the chart since pretty much October of last year. Not that much going on. We're still finding support, which is good, but eventually when we're going to break outside of this sideways price action, we could continue sideways for this foreseeable future, but eventually we're going to get some type of movement out of here. And if we hit these levels, then you would understand where we should probably be going next. Let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. Here we have the weekly chart, and if I zoom out, you can see that this is a great buy and hold stock because we continue to make higher highs and higher lows. We always go up eventually, so this is a nice buy and hold stock. And you can see that after one of these bigger drops, it'd be nice to add into your position. You add into your winning trade instead of adding into your losing trade. So looks like we're probably going to continue higher if history repeats. We've been going up since pretty much the early 2000s. So looks like the bullish momentum is on the side for this stock. So let's take a look at the near term price action on the weekly chart, and I can see the price action all the way since 2020, where we had a spike in channel formation. This was the spike up right here, and it was a little too aggressive, so we went inside of a flatter, more healthier channel, which is good. That's a good sign. So this is the more healthier channel. You can see that every time we came up to the EMA and the support side of the channel, it sent prices higher. So this is where you also want to be adding into your positions if you are a trader. So those are good buying opportunities. We finally came up short on this side of the channel, which shows signs of weakness for the bulls, which eventually can lead to a breakout on the bottom side, which is exactly what we got. And we had that breakout of the range. So there was multiple reasons why we'd probably see this type of selling pressure. It's not random. It's basically a long trap. Whenever we see these large moves, it's basically a bunch of longs or buyers that got trapped, and they're hitting the stop losses for the buyers. So not random, but we came back right at this support with no follow through. So if we don't see any follow through, again, we could do some type of U formation and come back up to the highs. Eventually, I still see us come back up to the highs because this is the first break of this yellow uptrend pattern that's been going on for a few years. So normally we don't just get a break of it and start selling off. Usually we go back up to retest the previous extreme. So in this case, it's back up to the 219 level. So as of right now, we need to figure out, are we going to do that right now, or are we going to create some type of long trap and then see another push down before continuing higher? Well, as of right now, we're kind of range bound. Like I showed you guys on the daily chart, there's a micro range in play. So if we break out on the top side, most likely it's going to fail, and we're going to see another leg down. Maybe not as large as the first one, but some type of leg down, probably back down to the 154 level, and then we can see higher prices. And now if we see a breakout on the bottom side first, and we reach the maybe the 158 or the 154 level from there, then we could see the rally up. Either way, I'm expecting probably a retest of the highs at the very least. I'm not sure if we will get that before another leg down or after another leg down. Either way, I'm expecting a retest of these highs in the foreseeable future, probably sometime this year. So that's all I have for JB Hunt on the daily and weekly chart. If I was trading this, I would just wait for the breakout pattern to see what it's going to do, and then enter with the opposite of what it was doing. So if we break on the top side, I'll probably be looking for a short because we're probably going to sell back down. If we break on the bottom side, most likely be a good buying opportunity because most likely that's going to fail and we're going to continue to the top side. So either way, things are still looking bullish. To me, this looks like a normal correction that is probably like 75% played out. It could be 100%, but I'm thinking 75%. So we could see another leg down, probably back to the 155 level. Then from there, I'm expecting a rush up to retest the previous extreme or even exceed it. So that's everything I have on the daily and weekly chart for JB Hunt. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel since you might be surprised or what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.